My inspiration was very simple. I saw that the Sooyah experience has not changed over the past, decades. As long as we know, we've always eaten Sooyah in the same way. Cornerside malam, Sooyah newspaper. You wrapped up, you grab it, and you go. My name is Olamidun Ogundoyin, and I'm the founder CEO of Sooyah Bistro. When I moved back to Nigeria some years back, I realized, there's been little to no innovation in this space. And so that essentially was my inspiration to start. I love the authenticity of what Sooyah is. I love the origin, the history, the culture, the ethnic, food that it is for all Nigerians. And I wanted to modernize that experience. What more could it be? What more could we, use to eat it? What are the different ways that, we can eat Sooyah, experience it, continue to love it, but just innovate and modernize the entire experience. So that was my inspiration. Proud moments for me actually come almost every day. I love what we've built in terms of a company, a culture, who we are serving, in terms of our customers, who we call our Sooyah fam. So I love what we've brought together, which is a community. We have a great community of young people, professionals, thriving, people who are very ambitious, very talented. We also have people from all different walks of life, from different economic backgrounds. We have people who speak Hausa, Malams. We have people who speak Igbo, Yoruba, English, India, Indians as well. We have so many people from different places all come together for one common cause, which is to serve our customers, serve joy, and grow ethnic food brands and through Sooyah Bistro. Absolutely. I think structure needs to be at the core of every good business that's positioned to scale. So I started with that in mind, is how do I build the structure that would be able to carry the business to where it's planning on going. So it's not just about me as an individual, it's about what are the processes that are in place, who are the people championing the growth at every corner. So putting together the processes, the procedures, the controls, having those things in place. So whether I'm there personally, individually or not, that structure will carry on with whoever is in place to handle, certain things, with whatever technology that we've put in place, the system. So I would encourage everyone who is trying to put together a business that will grow and scale, to really start with structure in mind. Vendees has been fantastic. I always laugh with Olamidun, who's the COO. We started off very early on with Vendees. I believe we were one of their very first customers on the platform. And at that time, we were really doing our purchasing individually from different vendors, and it's a lot to manage, especially in an environment like this in Nigeria. You're working with a lot of informal vendors. The quality control isn't always there, the consistency isn't always there. So the burden of what you're getting, your supply chain, your process and everything really is on the restaurant. But when Vendees came out with the solution that Vendees has, it really took away all of those issues for us. So now we're dealing with one portal, one supplier, and they're able to get everything we want for us in one. They're supplying once, they're billing once, they're doing the quality controls once, and so it's all streamlined. It's a fantastic solution, and it's been headache-free for us since. I'll start with what we do internally, which is Sooyah Bistro. I do want to say that I wish there was a lot more representations of females in the industry. There's not a lot of female-owned restaurants, are positioned to scale the way that we like to consider fast casual, quick dining kind of restaurants. So I do think there's a need for more female representation. But what we do in-house is I do individual mentoring with a lot of women. Everyone knows, all my team knows how much I encourage, support. I love my women. I'm always championing us, and I would love to hire even more and more women, because women are very organized. They give you the best solutions, and so I always feel like when I have a woman in place, the standards typically for me personally, we're starting at a different level. And so I mentor individually, I check on them individually, create an open door policy where they feel comfortable to reach out to me if there's anything that they need. And of course, in their own professional careers, I always want to make sure that they're feeling fulfilled in their roles, they're feeling challenged, they're feeling like, this is a place that they're comfortable growing in, and they are seeing that growth, whether or not they're staying with Sooyah Bistro or they're moving on to other things. Either way, I want to see everybody grow. I want to see the women feeling strong, bold, championed, and positioned for success. Absolutely. I can't tell you how fantastic of a solution Vendees is. I keep referring back to what we used to do in the past, but imagine 100 different invoices and receipts from multiple different suppliers, different dates, different, process control for each one of them, all being consolidated into one. So now I'm just checking one invoice with one company. I don't care how you guys are getting your supply, as long as when it gets to my own front door, is quality, is good, is standard, and is getting to me on time, the price is good, all of that, and I'm only now dealing with one company as opposed to 100 people. So you can only imagine what streamlining has done to us. It's managed my own headaches, but that aside, lower labor costs, lower supply chain costs, lower process and quality control costs and effort. So it's a one-stop fantastic solution, and we're very happy. Work-life balance is like almost 6:30 and I should be at home with my 2 kids right now. So work-life balance, I'm still learning. I'm doing better, I think, and it's a continuous thing. There's some days where you work a little more and there's some days where you live a little more. So it balances out in the end. I recently had 2 babies. I'm now a mom of 2. Also recently got married not too long ago, about 2-3 years ago now. Thank you. So now it's becoming more and more of an art that I need to balance, Before it was just me and I was just all about my business, all about work and blah, blah, blah. But now, with a family, running a family, managing everything in the household, of course, I need to have a stronger work-life balance. And so I'm able to do that with, remote work, again, having structure, having the right people, process, and technology in place so I can work from anywhere. I can, manage reports, manage outcomes, results, and everything. It doesn't really matter where I am. So it enables me to have a better work-life balance. Structure is your best friend in this industry. You won't always have the perfect industry because, especially in Nigeria, you're sort of moving with the trends, moving with the way the economy is going and the environment and what the challenges that it brings. So you have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to go with the flow sometimes. But if you have a baseline structure, you have a good team. Spend time getting a good team together. Spend time putting your structure together, and then once those 2 things are in place, also technology, lastly, have technology in place that can help you curb a lot of the gaps. Technology is also very helpful. Once you have those 3 things in place, that structure, people, and technology, you can then breathe, and then you just sometimes you just kind of let your money work for you. But those 3 things you need to spend time actually putting in place, and once they're there, you can prepare for growth and skill and management. Thanks. So our vision for the future with Sooyah Bistro is really just connecting West African cuisine to people all around the world. Starting here right at home, we want people to understand that different ways to appreciate and experience ethnic foods. So we appreciate it here at home, and then we spread it out across the world. We want to be the biggest, the largest West African restaurant chain that's across the shores of the continent. And so that is our goal, that's our vision. It's something that we're currently working on. And Vendi's giving us the excess time to have less to worry about supply chain and procurement, more time to be able to focus on the actual business, which is, preparing great food, serving customers, serving joy, and growing. So Vendi's has played a key role in building, support system and enabling us for growth. Happy International Women's Day to all of the fantastic women out there doing amazing things every day. We are supporting and we're inspiring diversity and inclusion from all of us women at Sooyah Bistro.